Hi, we're Sharif and Poe, and together with our dog Rocky, we are the TANKampers. After living in and exploring the UAE for 15 years, our boys flew the coop, and we redirected our compass toward the vibrant city of Riyadh, where we made our new nest. We bought a mighty GWM Tank 300, our namesake, and have fitted it out for thrilling adventures across the breathtaking landscapes of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Join us on this epic escapade as we delve into the heart of this incredible country, discovering its stunning and varied scenery, rich history, and vibrant culture. This is going to be an expedition you don't want to miss.
Hi, and welcome back. We want to take you back to where our passion for camping and off-roading began. Back in the US, once the boys were old enough, we used to make annual camping trips as a family, and they loved it. We owned a Volvo XC-70 Ocean Race Edition, and after moving to and living in the UAE for a year, we sent it to Abu Dhabi. Boy, did we love that car. We have always had a versatile car that could take us almost anywhere. We made Big Blue live up to its cross-country name and reputation. The standout feature of the XC70 is its high ground clearance. This allowed us to navigate uneven terrain and obstacles with ease, making it perfect for the region's off-road trails and rugged landscape. We drove it everywhere, in the wadis, the mountains, the beach, everywhere except the desert, of course. And after 10 years in the UAE, we couldn't sell Big Blue because it was American spec. So we sent it back to the US and gave it to my niece. We were sad to part ways, but we knew it was in good hands with another young family. Bye, Big Blue. Thanks for the adventures. Back in the UAE, we upgraded our ride to a Land Rover LR3. Now this car could actually take us anywhere, including the desert. We started going out every chance we got, and together we explored all corners of the UAE and Oman, and the bits we couldn't do in our Volvo. Rocky was an enthusiastic participant in our adventures. He loved exploring the wilderness with us, climbing steep rocky terrain and running through the desert sands. Watching Rocky's joy and excitement added a special dimension to our trips, making them even more enjoyable. These trips were incredibly educational for our boys. They learned practical skills such as setting up tents, building campfires, and navigation. They gained a deeper understanding of the cultural heritage and the history of the people and communities of the regions we visited. Wild camping taught us to appreciate the simple things in life. We found joy in watching the sunset over the mountains, stargazing in the clear night sky, and sharing stories around the campfire. These simple pleasures reminded us of the beauty of living in the moment and valuing what truly matters. Wild camping provided us with uninterrupted family time. Without the distractions of technology and daily routines, we could focus on each other and create lasting memories. We spent our days exploring, hiking, and discovering new places together, strengthening our family bond. Until we couldn't. Then we upgraded our ride to a Land Rover LR4, Landmark Edition, which was awesome. Our LR3 had a 4-liter V6 engine producing 216 horsepower, but the LR4 had a much more powerful 5-liter V8 engine producing 375 horsepower, which provided better performance and smoother power delivery. Both the LR3 and LR4 were highly capable off-road vehicles with Land Rover's terrain response system, adjustable air suspension, and full-time 4-wheel drive. However, the LR4's more powerful engine and refined suspension tuning improved its off-road performance and on-road handling. We bought it in March of 2020 when COVID was in full swing, which became an opportunity for us to get out camping whenever we could. We did a lot of camping in the 2 years that followed, sometimes with friends, sometimes alone, but each time our experiences of wild camping with the boys and Rocky made for some of the most memorable and enriching experiences for our family. Wild camping allowed us to truly connect with nature. We even dreamt of camping when we were at home. But with both boys off to college back in the US, it was time for us to say goodbye to the UAE and our beloved LR4, which just passed the 6-year mark, making it ineligible to export to our next destination. So here we are, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. After Sharif completed his 3-month job probation, and not knowing how long we would be there, we decided to go for an inexpensive but versatile ride, the Tank 300 from Great Wall Motors of China. We immediately tinted the windows, applied PPF film to the hood, and applied nano ceramic coating to the whole car. It was love. We took it on a day trip to test its much-touted off-road performance, and it did not disappoint. We drove it to the hidden cave, or Gulf bin Rashid, as it's known in Arabic, on our way to the edge of the world. It's a cool little cave with translucent rock walls deep inside, but the bats kept us from going that far. And although we tried, we couldn't bring Rocky down the ladder. Even though he waited for us like a good boy, we weren't comfortable and quickly made our way out of the cave. Then we drove out to the Tuwaiq Mountain Escarpment, otherwise known as the Edge of the World. Wow! It's just so dramatic, and what a view! Standing on the cliff's edge, you are greeted with vast panoramic views of the horizon, where the rocky escarpment dramatically drops into the plains below. The expansive desert landscape, coupled with the sheer drop-off, creates a profound sense of wonder and insignificance in the face of nature's grandeur. The stillness and silence are almost surreal, offering a moment of reflection and connection with the timeless beauty of the natural world. The 3 of us took it all in and couldn't wait for our next visit, which actually came pretty quickly. We returned to the Edge of the World with our Jeeper friends who you met when we went camping in the meadows in the dunes, and El Carrara, where we camped on a lava tube. Before continuing the drive to the Edge of the World, we first stopped at the Winter Dam, which has a series of pools and beautiful views. We also went out with another tanker who bought their tank a day before us. This is when it became clear to Sharif, after seeing Steve's Jeep, that modifying the tank was in our future. With a rooftop tent and an awning on order, we started with the essentials: a tailgate table, the super light tents from Go Fast Campers, and a light wing awning from Roof Nest. We were ready for our first overnight. We drove to Haremla National Park for a checkout camp to test our new gear and see how everything worked. It was great until we hit a tree stump and punctured our tire's sidewall. This was a great excuse to replace our only 4-month-old tires with proper all-terrain tires, as Sharif likes to say, for safety, of course. We returned to the edge of the world yet again to take a friend from Abu Dhabi to see it. We can't get enough of this place. And then, when our son Max came home from his first year of college, we took him to Haremla National Park for an overnight camp to show him our gear and setup. When the unexpected happened, we got hit by a ferocious squall, and it shattered one of the carbon fiber arms of our awning. It was crazy. It was around this time, with a bit of encouragement from Max, that we decided to follow my idea to create a YouTube channel to document our excursions in the kingdom. And the Tank Campers were born. First, the logo. Then the branding. Then Sharif started to figure out how to modify our tank for adventure. First, he figured out a way to add a wind fairing to the front of the tent to reduce the noise. Then we got the Otzi Gear mod rack to upgrade the limited storage capacity of the tank. Then I damaged the bumper, which gave Sharif the excuse he was looking for to take the tank to the next level, for safety, of course. First, steel bumpers with a winch. Then off-road lights. Then a snorkel and an air compressor. Then a nitrogen suspension and new shocks and springs. And with a few little aesthetic improvements like the amber grille lights and black tank badge. And then the tank camper was ready for adventure. Tune in next time when we do a season recap and take you back through our overland expeditions in our first off-roading season in Saudi Arabia. So please give us a thumbs up, hit the bell icon, and subscribe to the channel because our next season is going to be even more amazing. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.